That's crazy. You gotta be ready with a schedule like that. Let me see. The Packers. Let me see. The Packers schedule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y'all only got 7 possible losses. That's gay. Y'all got an easy season. That's gay. Oh man, the Packers. Bro, that's so gay. That's so gay. Bro, they play Tampa Bay, New England, Buffalo, Tennessee, Rams, and Miami. That's so gay. And they so spaced out, bro. They so spaced out. Their first 2 games against Minnesota, Chicago. Then after that, they play Tampa Bay, New England. That's when they get hard. Then they go back easy. They play the Giants, the Jets, Washington. Then they get hard. 1 game when they play Buffalo. Then they go back easy, Detroit. Then they get hard and play Dallas, Tennessee. Then they go easy, Philadelphia, Chicago. Then Rams, Miami. Then they finish off with Minnesota, Detroit. Yeah, y'all better go fucking 12-5. 13-5. Y'all better say. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's cold blooded. Alright. They trying to get that boy Aaron Rodgers or something. My man say now I'm finna go back and fix the Vikings. They kind of make me mad. It's always hard to get the Cowboys. Our first game against the Buccaneers. We always have a hard ass schedule. Besides our sorry ass division. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Shit. Well, I guess the Cowboys do got an easy season this year. I only see 5 teams that we can possibly lose to. Wow. Yeah, it's Cowboys year this year. Yeah. It's only 5 teams we can lose to, yo. If we lose to any other team, I'll be mad. Like Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, Rams, Green Bay, and Tennessee. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. We don't play nobody. We play the Giants, we play Washington, we play the Eagles, we play Detroit, we play Chicago, we play Minnesota, Giants, Colts, Houston, Jacksonville, Eagles, Washington. We don't play nobody. We better run through their ass. Out of them 5 teams, we play Tampa Bay and Cincinnati at home. We can win them. The Rams, we play away. We still can beat that. Green Bay, we play away. We still can beat that. And Tennessee, we play away. We still can beat that. Man, I said, we going undefeated this year. We going undefeated. We going undefeated. Out of them 5 teams, we can beat them all. We can beat the Rams. We can beat the Bengals. We can beat the Buccaneers. We can beat Tennessee. We can beat Green Bay. Yo, we going undefeated this year. We going undefeated this year, baby. They gave us the path to the Super Bowl. Cowboy Nation, get ready. 21-13 Cowboys. You know, how you know the score already? I was going to say like 24-17 or 16 or some shit, but that's cool. I take 21-13.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hurts throwing right away. Left side here to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Let's go now. 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. B.J. Hill, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Live in the bitch, goddamn. With the drink in the hand, you know what I mean? With the jersey. Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 27, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
From the 44, Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. James Bradley. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Joe Burrow taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Buccaneers.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Rams versus Ravens.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Bengals versus Buccaneers. I can even see the Bengals versus Cowboys.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins.
Rodgers. You know what I'm saying?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Just need the right team to bump off the right team. But if I can get, if the Cowboys could get like Green Bay and Tampa Bay to play in the playoffs, we play like, I don't know, shit, like the Eagles still figured out how to squeeze in there, and we got the Eagles, you know what I mean? We get Green Bay and Tampa Bay to bump heads, we get, you know what I'm saying?
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
And we get, you know, we get the tired version. Get the sack suit. I don't know, it's hard to say. A lot of these teams.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during the game, the cameras line are looking down at the play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now, then Green Bay need Antonio Brown. Oh, shit.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
They're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed. You do so, send him deep, track those men under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of first. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Oh, my God.
And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
I got something, but I can't say it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know.
Come on. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Stand out the way, stand out of trouble. Trying to work as much as I can.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Sanders. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Nope. Besides one of the points. Something come out.
70 Timberwolves.
Yeah.
From the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's in for Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Burrow. It's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll throw now on the final play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize the ground game and maybe open things up in the comeback. I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another attempt, another incompletion. When you look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of the playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow on play action. Touchdown! Thaddeus Moss, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From a couple yards deep, we'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Let's go.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. And that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Try to give me a reason not to do.
Here we go. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They take a shot down.
That was pass interference, bro.
The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just didn't have a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equal.
Yes, sir.
And that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh!
Throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Touchdown!
Good shit.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goddard. And the Eagles have...
Trying to come up off nobody. Shit, I'm just trying to come up off me. I'm coming up off me.
Deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Good fucking shit.
Elliott on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Hurts. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, That defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
All right, ready? Hey, Pan.
To throw, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. The drive continues as they search for a time touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll give it to Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And McPherson on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the same.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the Met.
This is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, It's going to be mine, and that turned out to be true.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Here we go, set.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bring it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
What, John out there? All right, Miss John.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people to football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's a big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
Slant pass to Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. So it's the Bengals who come away with a win, and the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.
Why do I still feel tired of pod? I'll take after me. Huh? You're taking after me now. I guess I can wind up put, I got a big head in my put big head people. I'm not putting that shit. I like how y'all leave this on 0. I don't have nobody in my life. I'm like dead as fuck, like always. I don't have nobody in my life. I'm like dead. Damn. Like damn, bitch. acting like we on the same shit, man, baby.
What?
Don't do that.
Huh? What is this? Can I just pull back around? Huh?
Sorry, y'all.
Carmen, I'm gonna keep pressing you. And I'm not gonna stop.
And that is open and attractive.
Openly aggressive.
Right. So, we'll see how it goes. You're dressing that book for me. I'm dressing that book like me.
What?
I knew it. I knew that was gonna work. Watch your race. Yeah, kill her ass. So not dead, bro. They done killed her, bro.
I mean, it's the only 2 cans we got though. But I'm gonna get some more. I was like, damn. Man, he done showed everything down. That's the crazy. He was doing a John's Garage that he got now, that's the one you built. Selling shit. I was like, damn. I think he is on some shit. I think he is on some shit. Yeah. All right. Yeah.